Today, I would like to do a piece on a guy that I know is going to be the undefeated champ at 154, 168. His name is Terrance Crawford. Today, I wanted to document this history because this guy is going to be the next guy in the weight divisions that might even bring out Mayweather to fight for a couple $100 million. Now, to break down the fight that Terrance Crawford had the other day is a big thing with me because I love the way this guy carried himself. This guy, he's not a good trash. He don't talk a lot of trash. He don't try to provoke the guy that he's fighting to really have a personal thing against him. This guy know that he done seen so many different hand coordination fighters, so many different fighters when he was a kid. His punching power, his punching is unique. His punches come from a memory, not being thirsty and throw certain punches. This guy can knock you out with either hand. He reminds me of Marvin Hagler. He reminds me of a lightweight Evander Holyfield. A lot of people don't know that Holyfield went to the Olympics at cruiserweight. And Holyfield was so good that the referees cheated him, but at the same time, Holyfield went on a personal bandana against all fighters that was bigger than him. He had like a Napoleon complex. But this guy, Holyfield, if you paid attention to how he bulked up to become a heavyweight, how Crawford is going to have to do it is, he's going to have to use the Holyfield technique. He's going to have to get on those weights. He's going to have to train with somebody like on Lee Haney's level. If Lee Haney's still around, he would have to, or he can come get me. I would love to train Crawford because this guy is going to be the next, I call him the silent assassin because this guy knows the business. He knows how to fight. He knows when to fight, what to do. A lot of times, a guy that's like this guy, he box you when you want to fight. He fights you when you want to box. And this guy that he fought the other day was real tricky. A lot of people didn't know about him. He was 10-0. He was undefeated. But this particular guy, he had a way of like, he was like a Mike Tyson, but when he wouldn't unload his punches, he tried to take Crawford into the deep rounds. What he did was he kept jab stepping. See, but one thing Crawford really have to learn is, you got to let a lot of these big guys, the guys that's bigger than you, run into your punches. What I mean by that is you have to have a certain type of footwork. So when a guy rush you, you leaving punches out for him to run in. Because I remember Roy Jones moved up to heavyweight, and he was saying that a lot of these big guys, you can't just go in there and muscle them down. You have to peck at them, wear them down, then you can knock them out. It's a lot of different combinations that I see Crawford can use, but it's just this guy that I like something about Crawford. He's not scared of nobody. He have a heart of a lion, and I would love to see this guy have all the belts and bring some of these big money guys back out of retirement to fight. But now, when he had to fight Canelo, you see when Mayweather went up a little bit and Canelo came down a little bit, they fought. He want to get up to 168. 168 is a nice size opponent, but you have to understand that those guys have just a little bit more power, and you have to really work on your defense because these guys is really hitting hard. But at the end of the day, man, I know that Crawford has the ability to just run through that event. You know, one time, man, I used to go to so many fights, right? I went to so many fights like Razor Ruddock and Tyson, Holyfield and Buster Douglas. But I really wanted to tell Crawford this. Crawford, come get me, man. I would love to be in your corner. You know what? I had an opportunity one time to be in Riddick Bowe's corner. But I didn't have an opportunity, but I seen Riddick Bowe in the hotel. And everybody was saying, oh, this is the new big upcoming heavyweight. And I seen in him that this guy was going to be a heavyweight champ. His name was the default Holyfield. Oh wow, I forgot his name, but I had an opportunity to see him in a hotel, man, and I did not go up to him and present myself and say, look, man, you gonna be the champ of the world one day. And I should have went up to him and said something to him, but I didn't. And all of these years later, I always wished I would have went up to him, Riddick Bowe. I wish I'd have went up to Riddick Bowe and said, Riddick Bowe, just like Muhammad Ali had a corner man, Dundee, whatever his name was, the black dude that Jamie Foxx played in the movie. I was supposed to be that guy, but I was too afraid. I didn't really know him, but I seen that championship ability. I seen it in my heart, and I seen it in my mind. And this is what I see in Crawford. And I'm not gonna let this opportunity get away from me this time, because this is the same feeling that I had when I seen Riddick Bowe. And when Riddick Bowe fought Holyfield, Riddick Bowe fought Holyfield a couple of times, but Riddick Bowe said, I wish that anytime I would hit Holyfield hard, Holyfield would hit you back harder. So Riddick Bowe said, I would just tap Holyfield. A lot of people don't know, man, Holyfield will hit you. That's why Mike Tyson couldn't handle him, George Foreman, because once you hit Holyfield real hard, he gonna hit you back double that hard, because Holyfield, I met Holyfield in the mall one time. And I'm looking at this guy, and I'm looking at him thinking, this guy is not that big. And when my friend said, one of my guys said, hey man, this guy ain't that big, Holyfield was about 6'1". And when he said this, Holyfield grabbed him, because we was finna get autographs and everything. Holyfield grabbed him and squares him, and Holyfield, you know, he was big for messing with Lee Haney. And Holyfield said, it ain't the size that count, it's the heart. And I took that, and all of these years, we was in the mall one day, and Holyfield, when I seen him in person, I done seen George Foreman, I done seen Tyson, I done seen Terry Norris, I done seen all of these guys, but they didn't have that unique quality that I seen in Holyfield. And when Holyfield said it wasn't the size, and you know, I was there when Tyson fought Henry Tillman, and I seen Henry Tillman's brother at the club that night, and I said, man, what you doing now? He said, man, you know Henry Tillman, my brother. And I said, man, you know what, I always knew your name was Tillman, but I know you. He said, yeah, man, that's my brother. So I was like, okay, he was down there for the fight. But Henry Tillman never had that stare, but this guy, man, Terrance Crawford, man, he have the Holyfield syndrome. I wish and I pray for this guy, and I wish you would take up the Holyfield weight and start getting on that iron. You got to get your, because when Holyfield came out in heavyweight, he had a small waist. I think your waist and Holyfield waist around the same. Holyfield have a 32 or 33, 4-inch waist. That what makes a lot of heavyweights, they have large backs, but behind. But Holyfield was a narrow guy. But Holyfield had been boxing since he was 6 years old. So he knew all the punches, all the punch combinations. But Crawford, I really wanted to send this video out to you, man. You need to start get into the weights. You need to start letting these big guys run into your punches. You have all the hand speed. You have all the hand combination coordination, because you've been fighting since you was a little kid. So it's no styles you haven't went up against. And that what makes a guy like you, man, real dangerous and real good at boxing, because you love boxing just like I do. I can watch boxing all day. My brother was one of the best fighters I ever seen. He never boxed pro, but he fought everybody pretty much at his age when he was in LA and everything like that. But Crawford, would you please, before you go up to 168 or whatever Canelo gonna meet you at, you have to weight train. Bulk up a little bit and start sitting on your punches and start using those punches to your advantage. Because Muhammad Ali used to let a lot of dudes run into his punches. That what made Muhammad Ali so good. Joe Frazier was a leaper. Muhammad Ali was a guy that would backpedal and hit you with the combination. Boom, boom, boom. You got to let these guys come into your punches, and that's the way you're going to be the world champ. Terrance Crawford.